What if I told you that improving your health and strengthening your marriage doesn't have to mean overhauling your entire life? No complicated routines, no expensive supplements, no exhausting sacrifices. Just one simple daily habit, one small change, can set off a ripple effect that breathes new energy into your body and relationship alike. Imagine waking up feeling lighter, more connected, more alive. That's not a distant dream. It's a quiet truth waiting patiently for you to discover. I'm Dr. Camila Cruz. Over my years working closely with men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, I've witnessed something remarkable. Behind the stoic faces and quiet smiles, many are wrestling with more than just physical challenges. They struggle with dwindling vitality, slipping intimacy, and a sense of disconnect that no pill or quick fix seems to touch. These are men who have lived full lives, but now wonder if the best chapters are behind them. Yet, amidst these struggles, I've seen hope quietly bloom, often from the smallest changes. One man, who I'll call James, came to me feeling defeated. At 58, he felt trapped in a body that no longer responded the way it once did. His energy was low, his nights restless, and the distance growing between him and his wife weighed on his heart. He had tried every miracle promised by ads and well-meaning friends, only to end up more frustrated. But when we introduced this one simple daily habit, something so easy he almost dismissed it, his life began to shift. Within weeks, James found a spark return to his mornings, a renewed warmth in his marriage, and a quiet confidence that had been missing for far too long. His story isn't unique. It's a testament to the power of small, consistent actions done with intention. James's story is not just about physical transformation. It's about rediscovering himself in a way many men in their 50s and 60s quietly yearn for, but rarely speak about. When he first came to see me, what struck me most was not just his tired eyes or stiff movements. It was the heaviness in his voice when he talked about his relationship with his wife. "We're more like roommates now," he confessed, "sharing the same space but not really connected anymore." That phrase stuck with me because it echoes the experience of so many men I've worked with over the years. It's a quiet loneliness that often accompanies the physical changes of aging, a subtle grief for the intimacy and vitality that seem to slip further away with each passing day. What James didn't realize at the time was how deeply intertwined his body and emotions truly were. His fading morning erections were not just a physical symptom, but a sign of his body's broader struggle, a struggle that mirrored the emotional distance he felt at home. The loss of that natural morning affirmation of vitality had chipped away at his confidence, and in turn, his willingness to engage openly with his partner. It's a cycle many men find themselves trapped in: physical decline feeding emotional withdrawal, which then deepens the physical symptoms. Recognizing this cycle is the first step to breaking free. Biologically, this interplay between body and mind is anchored in a complex but elegant system where hormones like testosterone and nitric oxide play starring roles. Testosterone is often misunderstood as just a hormone for sexual function, but its influence stretches far wider. It affects muscle strength, energy levels, mood stability, and cognitive sharpness. Nitric oxide, on the other hand, is a vital molecule that relaxes blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely, which is crucial not only for erections, but for overall cardiovascular health and brain function. When these systems falter, it's like a carefully choreographed dance losing its rhythm, and both body and heart suffer the consequences. For James, rebuilding this dance began with the daily habit we discussed, a gentle, consistent practice that helped stimulate blood flow and naturally support hormonal balance. But more than the physical effects, what mattered was how this habit became a moment of presence and self-respect in his day. Each morning, as he engaged in his breathing and movement ritual, he was quietly telling himself, "I am worth this care." This small act of self-kindness started to rewire not just his body, but his mindset. He began to shed the shame and frustration he carried and replaced it with curiosity and patience. Over time, James noticed subtle but profound changes. His mornings started to feel lighter, The heaviness that once clouded his energy began to lift. The morning erections returned, not as a performance metric, but as a reassuring signal that his body was waking up with him. This physical sign sparked a deeper shift in his relationship. He began to open up more to his wife, sharing his experiences and fears in a way he hadn't before. That vulnerability bridged the gap between them, transforming their connection from mere coexistence back into companionship and intimacy. James's journey reminds us that health is never just about the body. It's about the stories we tell ourselves, the quiet struggles we face, and the small acts of courage that move us forward. His story is a testament to the fact that it's never too late to reclaim vitality and closeness, even when it feels like the well has run dry. This habit, while simple, holds the power to nourish not just your physical garden, but the roots of your most important relationships. So, what is this habit? Before I reveal it, it's important to understand why it works. The human body is an intricate system, a delicate balance of hormones, blood flow, and neural pathways, all influencing how we feel physically and emotionally. As we age, changes in circulation and hormone production can quietly sap energy and dampen intimacy. Imagine your body like a sprawling garden. Over time, some areas dry out, others get crowded with weeds, and the once vibrant blooms lose their color. The right habit acts like a gentle, steady rain, nourishing the roots and allowing new life to take hold. This habit specifically helps to improve circulation, which is often the unsung hero of men's health. Good circulation means your heart pumps life-giving blood efficiently to every corner of your body, from your brain to your muscles, to the most sensitive areas that affect intimacy. When circulation falters, it's like a river drying up. Energy wanes, recovery slows, and the physical connection with your partner becomes strained. But by embracing this simple daily practice, you invite a natural boost that awakens those rivers, bringing fresh vitality where it's needed most. Beyond the physical, this habit also influences hormone balance, particularly testosterone and oxytocin, chemicals that govern not just muscle strength, but also mood, desire, and emotional bonding. Think of these hormones as the orchestra conductors of your body's symphony. When they're in harmony, you feel strong, focused, and connected. When they fall out of sync, it's easy to feel tired, irritable, or distant from the people you care about most. The habit I'm sharing gently supports this balance, encouraging your body to find its natural rhythm again. I want you to picture the sensory experience, the calm of early morning light slipping through the window, the sensation of your feet grounding on the floor, the gentle rise and fall of your breath. This habit fits quietly into your day, not as a chore, but as a moment of care, a simple ritual that says, "I'm worth this." It's accessible, adaptable, and deeply human. In practical terms, this means starting with just a few minutes dedicated to movement and mindful breathing. Nothing strenuous, nothing overwhelming. For James, it was as simple as standing in his backyard each morning, feeling the cool air on his skin, and taking slow, deliberate breaths paired with gentle stretches. These few moments became a sanctuary, a daily gift that began to rebuild not only his body's resilience, but also his mental clarity and emotional openness. I encourage you to approach this habit with kindness toward yourself. Many men in your shoes have told me they fear failure or feel impatient when results don't come instantly. But transformation isn't a sprint. It's a steady walk, a gentle turning toward what nourishes you. Even if you start with just 5 minutes a day, that's enough to begin waking up those vital pathways, sparking a cascade of benefits that reach far beyond your body. As you build this habit, you may also find it helpful to pair it with small lifestyle adjustments, like staying hydrated, prioritizing quality sleep, or enjoying moments of laughter and connection with your partner. These aren't requirements, but gentle companions on your journey. They support and amplify the power of your daily ritual. Most importantly, this habit offers more than physical benefits. It's a bridge back to hope, the hope that your best days are not behind you, but unfolding right now. Imagine rediscovering the joy in your relationship, feeling the warmth of a touch that speaks louder than words, and waking each day with a quiet strength that comes from knowing you're taking care of yourself, inside and out. I understand if you're skeptical. Many men I work with have heard promises before that fell flat or felt like empty sales pitches. That's why I want to assure you this isn't a gimmick or a fleeting trend. It's a science-backed, time-tested approach rooted in real human experience. I've seen it work time and time again, not because it's flashy, but because it's honest and sustainable. So far, we've explored how this simple habit works at a biological level, why it's so powerful for circulation and hormone balance, and how it fits easily into your life. In the next part, I'll share exactly how to make this habit your own, with practical steps tailored for men over 55 who want to reclaim their vitality and deepen their connections. I'll also walk you through how this small change can spark surprising emotional and relational shifts, helping you feel more alive and connected than you have in years. You don't need to wait for a big moment or a dramatic event to start this journey. The path to feeling better, stronger, and more connected begins with just one intentional choice each day. I invite you to stay with me as we explore how simple actions can create profound change, one day at a time. Now let's talk about how you can weave this habit gently and meaningfully into your daily life. The beauty of it lies in its simplicity. It's not about upheaval, but about small, steady steps that honor where you are right now. If mornings feel rushed or overwhelming, try carving out just 3 to 5 minutes after you wake. Stand near a window or step outside for a breath of fresh air. Let your senses awaken naturally. The feel of the cool breeze on your skin, the subtle hum of birds greeting the day. Breathe deeply, slow and deliberate, as if each inhale is filling you with renewed strength and each exhale is releasing the weariness that's settled over time. Pair this with gentle movements, simple stretches or slow rotations of your shoulders and neck to loosen tightness and encourage blood flow. This isn't exercise in the typical sense. It's a mindful ritual that signals to your body, "Today, I choose well-being." For those who find quiet moments in the evening more appealing, this habit adapts gracefully there too. You might sit comfortably, perhaps with your partner nearby, and take this time to connect inwardly, focus on your breathing, and soften the tension that the day may have woven into your muscles. This flexibility is key. The habit honors your pace and preferences rather than demanding perfection or strict scheduling. It is, in essence, a moment of self-compassion wrapped in movement and breath. It's natural to encounter moments of doubt or resistance as you begin. Maybe a morning feels too rushed or fatigue tempts you to skip this practice altogether. That's part of the journey, and it's okay. The heart of this habit is kindness toward your body, your mind, and your circumstances. Even missing a day or two doesn't undo the benefits of the days you do engage. Think of it as planting seeds in a garden. Some days the soil feels dry, but with patient care, life stirs beneath the surface, waiting to bloom. Alongside this core habit, you might notice subtle shifts that ripple into other parts of your life. Perhaps you begin to prioritize hydration, sensing how water carries life through your veins, just like your new ritual does. Or you find yourself craving more restful sleep, inviting a natural rhythm that supports your renewed energy. Maybe moments of laughter with your partner or simple acts of kindness become more frequent, each one a thread weaving a stronger, more vibrant connection between you. These aren't additional tasks, but joyful extensions of a lifestyle awakening. And here's something profoundly important. This habit isn't just about the physical mechanics of health. It's about reclaiming your narrative, the story you tell yourself about aging, vitality, and love. Too often, men over 55 feel boxed in by society's expectations, that slowing down, withdrawing, or just getting by is the norm. But your life is not defined by those limits. This habit invites you to rewrite that story, to step into a chapter rich with possibility and renewed connection. It says, "I am not finished. My body and my relationships still hold potential for growth and joy." Emotionally, this process is a quiet revolution. As your body responds, so does your spirit. You may find yourself more patient with yourself and those you love. You might feel a gentle rekindling of intimacy, not just the physical closeness, but the deep, soul-nourishing bond that comes from feeling seen, understood, and valued. This habit opens a door to presence, helping you lean into moments that matter and cherish the subtleties of human connection. I want to be honest with you. This journey isn't always easy. The world around you often whispers otherwise, that youth is the only time for vitality, that health declines are inevitable and permanent. But what I've witnessed with my own eyes, and what science confirms, is that the human body and heart have a remarkable capacity to heal and renew when given the right conditions. It takes time, yes, but it also takes a choice, your choice, to begin. If you find yourself wondering whether this habit will truly make a difference, I encourage you to reflect on the stories of men like James and countless others who, quietly and steadily, have embraced this simple practice. They didn't see miracles overnight, but they did notice new energy that allowed them to walk with more ease, to greet their partners with warmth instead of fatigue, and to reclaim moments of joy they thought were behind them. Their lives remind us that transformation often comes softly, like dawn breaking over a dark night. As you consider stepping into this habit, remember that it's not about being perfect or doing it all alone. It's about connection to yourself, your partner, and the deeper wisdom within your body. If you have a loved one, sharing this practice together can become a powerful bond, a daily reminder that you're in this journey side by side. If you're starting on your own, be patient and gentle, knowing that each small moment is a brick laid in the foundation of better health and a fuller heart. Before we close, I want to invite you to take a moment right now. Pause wherever you are. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs, the steady rhythm of your heartbeat beneath your chest. This is your body, your life, your story, still unfolding, still vibrant, still yours to nurture. No matter what you've faced, no matter the doubts or setbacks, this moment holds possibility. I'm Dr. Camila Cruz, and I believe deeply that every man deserves to feel strong, connected, and full of life, no matter his age. The path to that life doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. Sometimes it begins with just one daily habit, a habit that honors your body, uplifts your spirit, and strengthens the bonds that matter most. If you're ready to take that step, I invite you to start today, gently and with intention. Please share your thoughts or questions below. Your story matters, and together we can build a community of men reclaiming their health and relationships with quiet confidence. Remember, this is your journey, one day at a time. You're not alone, and better days are within reach. Thank you for letting me be part of your path forward.